did you feel a little disappointed कि थोड़े से चूक गए हम लोग?
Any person wants to develop a child holistically. So whatever is needed for that, everything we are giving step by step. Over this period of time, we have been able to develop the culture of excellence. If you are feeling pressurized, your competitors are also feeling pressurized.
Correct.
Every year throw some of the new challenges, and we are ready to face every challenge which is in exam. What are you doing? You are solving questions in limited amount of time. We have, collaborated with the entrepreneurship cell of IIT Bombay.
Well, if there is one institution that has been setting up new records and has been consistently doing so, I think it has to be Estellar Academy in Goa. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure to have Yogendra ji back in our studio and to have conversation on how is the vibe, how is the Josh, sir?
It's good, sir. It's high.
So tell me, sir, now that you have started, we'll start with school because that is something that has been an aspirational thing for you. How are you looking forward? How has been the response, considering that you have started recently? How is the response from the public?
Response of school is very good. We have selected a very few students this year because we started a bit late. And we wanted to focus, even in future also we want to focus on quality. So that's why we have selected a few students to begin with. And in this very first year, we'll be developing our complete system methodology team. And the students who we have selected, they are really good. They are working hard. Our teachers are working hard. And we are monitoring each and every student. We are working on their academics also. We are working on their extracurriculars also. And we are grooming them for various aspects of living, not just academics. Because it is a school. So we can focus on curriculum also, academic curriculum, as well as the extracurricular activities.
Co-curricular activities
so
as well.
If any person wants to develop a child holistically, so whatever is needed for that, everything we are giving step by step.
Okay, this every time we said we always talk about toppers. Anyways, whoever looks to an institution always likes to see आपने topper कितने निकाले हैं और आपके the field that you are into, you like to see the numbers as well as the photograph against. 2026 you have again given multiple toppers. We've been very fortunate to have two of your students here. One is Joshua Kuzandesu and the other one was Sansia Prabhakaran. It was a fantastic conversation to have along with you. How do you see this toppers being processed just like maybe a factory kind of an output that you always consistently have been giving out, and getting the best out of students and also living up to the expectations of everybody, not even just parents maybe.
So basically, to produce extraordinary result, you need team also. So our team is really good. We have our methodology which is really good. We have refined it over a period of time. And with each passing year, we are continuously improvising it. We introduce new things which are enhancing our result in ranks also, as well as in overall numbers also. So over this period of time, we have been able to develop the culture of excellence. So that culture is now, because junior group, when they look at their seniors who are the toppers, so they also get the zeal that they also want to be like them. We keep the continuous interaction also of the toppers with the junior batches. Those students who have moved out, who were toppers of different years of state toppers, we keep their sessions also with them. So when they come, when they interact with that, and student ask their queries, questions, then they get to know that what is missing, even if a small thing is missing. So that all they get inputs from their seniors. We teachers are already there. We are giving them with the knowledge. We are giving them with the material. We are giving them with the counseling, mentorship. So all of this is, acting as a compounding machine now for result.
Okay. Considering NEET this year, did you feel a little disappointed कि थोड़े से चूक गए हम लोग?
It was actually in the first exam, the student who became the second topper, she had marks, Nia Gypsy. She had the marks of topping the state for the Goa. But at the same time, we also understand, see, once the paper get leaked, and then you are in the stress. So you get into a state where you feel like, somehow the exam should get over, somehow they should get into college. And then they move to the next phase of life, which is their college studies. So we understand that because, see, learning is one part. Maintaining that zeal throughout,
Of course,
maintaining the pressure means handling the pressure, maintaining your calm, all that becomes too much for our
Very
teenager.
true.
They
Very
are just teenagers.
So also, now that, how did you look forward to when they were answering the second time the same examination? Because you mentioned that, they were a little disappointed. They had to just come out of it. Was there anything that, you tried to push students so that, you can get the best out of them again?
See, we informed them all the time that, see, if the paper is getting leaked, it is for everyone. If you are feeling pressurized, your competitors are also feeling pressurized.
Correct.
If you are getting stressed, they are also getting stressed. If the time is extra for you, opportunity is extra for them also. So with that counseling, continuous hand-holding, we provided them the support which was needed at that point of time. And overall, if we see the result is really good. We have given very good number of overall selections.
Okay.
There are many students, more than the last year, who are going to get seats in GMC, in dental college also. So overall, it's a good result.
What was the score of Nia, if I may ask?
She got 624 out of 720.
Okay, that's quite amazing. I think only thing, the unfairness in the examination which happened in entire world witnessed. I think though the game was fair again, but I think it was the second time that you were applying for, or maybe sitting for the exam and answering. So I think that is something that hopefully as we move ahead will be taken care of. We always speak of the toppers, and people who have outshined the others. I am really curious to ask, and also vis-a-vis the other institutions that are here in Goa, how has been the overall response? Because that is also very important, of the number of students who applied for, or who are with you for this academic exam, and now that how many have performed excellent. How has been the overall response?
See, the good part of our result is that we have not just given toppers in JEE Advanced or in BITSAT or second topper in NEET. The overall results which these students have given, whether it is in boards, we gave 16 students who have above 90%. In JEE Mains, there were 50 plus students who got 90 plus percentile above. In JEE Advanced also, 7 to 8 students got through JEE Advanced. In medical exam also, the number of admissions in the intake, because counseling is just around the corner, are going to be more than the previous year. So overall also, if you see the total number of selections, that is also increasing year by year. So we are working hard with every kind of student, not just toppers.
Okay.
Overall also, in general, as a student, as a group of students which are coming to us, we are producing good result with them, excellent result with them.
Okay. I think with every passing year, we tend to become a little more matured. Every passing year of Stellar Academy, I think you and your team has been little matured, learned from previous mistakes, or maybe some loopholes that have happened. What is it that you are looking forward for this year, that maybe probably you have learned over this year or last year, and now you're trying to incorporate for this particular academic year? So
for this year, because the NEET has now, they have announced, the organizing body, that NEET is going to be online. So we are going to incorporate that also, the online mode of testing of student, and we'll train them thoroughly for that online mode of writing exam. So every year throws some of the new challenges, and we are ready to face every challenge which is going to be on our path.
This is nothing short of a reality show that
Correct.
we all go through, but I think probably Stellar has has unlocked the secret how to move ahead. Also, there is a lot of things that apparently. Students who are answering their board exam tend to have a little stress, or how do they manage their studies. And here you have both the competitive exam as well as the academic regular board exams. How do you try and nurture a student, or maybe mentor a student, so that both these stress can be managed, and at maybe no point you'll say that this is maybe at a lower level or a higher level. I think you'll ask them to perform the best at any given point of time. How do you nurture, how do you mentor these students as you move ahead?
So basically in our system, we have two types of students. One are the students who are studying with us in integrated school program. And there are second type of students who are joining our coaching in the evening. So in integrated school program, there is no difference between school and coaching. We are the school.
Correct.
We are training them for the board. And at the same time, we are also training them for competitive exams.
Very true.
So the curriculum is same. Now as a teacher, because our teachers are trained for that, they raise the level of teaching after board immediately for the competitive exams. So initial thing is to train them for the boards, to make them learn how to write derivations, how to solve questions, theoretical questions,
Correct.
objective questions, and then raise the level immediately after that for competitive exams. The kind of questions which are asked in NEET for the medical batch, and for JEE Mains and Advanced for engineering batch.
Okay.
So that we are doing simultaneously. So there are no two separate time when a student is working hard separately for the two different things. Our exams are also synchronized. So because exams are synchronized, you are not worried about how to prepare for coaching separately
True.
and how to prepare for school separately, because they both are going hand in hand. So that is giving us a very good advantage where students' efforts are not duplicate. Means
Okay.
there is no repetition of effort,
Correct.
and efforts for one are helping efforts for other.
Okay. This year now you are into this competitive academic exam now again. Students will answer. You have already spotted certain students, because that is where people usually scout for talent. I think you have to scout the toppers amongst the best that you have at your disposal. Have you already identified certain people who will outshine?
Actually, the students which are there, good students, I don't consider intelligent as the topper. Those who have good habits, proper habits. Habits means sincerity, the habit of working hard, the habit of solving questions regularly. Because see, in exam, what are you doing? You are solving questions
Correct.
in limited amount of time.
Correct.
So if you are practicing those things in your day-to-day life at home, then you are ready for the exam. So we have identified many students in our 12th class batches who are actually working very hard,
Okay.
and who are aligned to the way we are telling them to do it, and their progress is going quite good. So they are on the path, and they are also going to produce, hopefully, the toppers of the upcoming year.
Hopefully, fingers crossed, sir. One last question that a lot of one of my friend did ask me. He said every time you meet Yogendra ji, you tend to have a message for students. This time, please ask a message for parents as well. So I will ask you two messages. One is for the students as well as the parents.
So the message for students is that it depends in which class you are. If you are from 5th to 10th, you focus more on deep learning. Deep learning means explore things in different fields. Try to participate in sports also, try to participate in music also, try to participate in extracurricular activities also. Learn as much as possible during those years when you are in 5th to 10th. But as you shift from 10th to 11th, then keep your focus towards competitive exams. Because the important part is wherever you want to go after 12th, because that is a major shift.
Correct.
So wherever you are going after 12th, you have to write some or the other competition. And for that competition, you need to train yourself for that competitive exam. And that can happen only through focused hard work.
Correct.
So during 11th and 12th, be focused. But during 5th to 10th, try to explore as much as possible in different fields. You can pick a sport and do continuously good in that. You can pick some musical instrument, or you can learn singing.
Correct.
You can participate in dance. You can participate in arts. There are many things which
Very
you can do during your formative years. But as you switch from 10th to 11th, and during 11th and 12th, be more focused.
Okay, what is something that you would like to accomplish this year, as in your team as well as brand Stellar, that you would like to accomplish in this academic year or maybe this financial year, as to that is the checklist on your performance?
So if I look at what we are doing in Stellar, our 11th and 12th division is doing really good. We are firmly established. We have produced excellent result. We have given toppers in every exam, whichever exam our students have written. One or the other year, they are the toppers. So now, along with that, because that is also the core part which we are doing, our focus this year is during those students who are from 5th to 10th, and giving them the inputs, developing a team, developing a methodology, so that the things which I was telling, that students should explore during those years from 5th to 10th.
Correct.
So we are developing a complete team, complete methods, so that those things which I was telling that students should do this, they can actually do that in our school also.
True. Nice.
For example, we have collaborated with the entrepreneurship cell of IIT Bombay.
Oh, nice.
And this is the very first year, but we have collaborated with them.
Okay.
And our students are going to participate in their programs.
Oh,
and
fantastic.
one exam also they are going to conduct in our school, and students will be participating in that. So it will be a very good exposure for our students while they are in school to work with experts from IIT Bombay.
Correct.
And who are the best in India.
Okay, Yogendra ji, you mentioned a little just about this newer venture of having a school. I really want to ask you is, how is it different? Because I can understand, we have our apprehensions of, okay, yeah, this is the type of schools that, you will get this kind of knowledge or this kind of education. How is your brand of school different than the other schools that are already available here in Goa?
So first of all, I would like to tell that what is my apprehension from normal schools. See, my observation is that nowadays, because technology is available, students are coming from various backgrounds in a school. So my apprehension is that usually students, rather than learning, they get spoiled in school because of various influences. Seriously.
Okay.
So as a parent, we are concerned that whether our students, our kids are learning the right thing in the school or not. So what our focus is that we focus on every type of learning of the student. Our team monitors that how a student is answering, what are their way of responses, in which circumstances a child is doing good, in which circumstances the child is facing some difficulty. So all that thing our team is monitoring. We make a list of what all things we need to work upon for a student. For example, if some student is good in public speaking or not. If not, what can be done to inculcate that? If a student is going for some debate program or handling mic. So we observe that what are missing points for a student, and then our team works specifically for that. So that is one part. Secondly, when a child is there, if you look at the journey of a child is like a laptop or a computer. When you purchase, it is blank. Then you put operating system. So for a child, the learning happens from parents. Maximum time a child is spending at home. The second maximum time which a child is spending is at school. So when a child is at the school, whether we are installing right softwares or not, that is extremely important. We ensure that right softwares are installed and virus is not installed. So if parents are monitoring at home and teachers are monitoring at school, and we are making them learn the right things and monitor, then we are training them for a completely holistic way of upbringing. So that is the thing which we are focusing on, and this is something which we want to develop, so that whenever a parent is admitting a child with us, they are going to be extremely confident and sure that child is actually learning the right thing, not just in academics, but in terms of values also, and in terms of extracurricular activities also.
Okay, my follow-up question to that would be, you said the softwares. How to ensure that, the right softwares are installed, and more important, the relevant softwares are installed. In order to get those softwares installed, I think you need to get admissions first. Now this year it's already done.
Right.
How are you looking forward? How, if somebody wants to get admitted in your school, what is the process now for the next
Our
year?
method of selection is quite strict. Because we are not giving admission to anyone and everyone. And the reason is not because that we want to be some elite school. The purpose is to ensure that students who are entering, they also come with the same mindset, same way of thinking, which we have. Because if someone who is not according to our way of thinking, even parents also or child also, then it will be difficult to ensure that the quality of environment which we want to create in school, the excellence environment which we talk about many times, that is maintained through the way in which we are selecting the student. So our way of filtration is quite strict, and we observe that how a child's behavior is, what is the aspiration of the child, at the same time what values and aspirations the parents have. How much time they are also devoting in the upbringing of the child. It is not that they have just given admission at Stellar and their task is over. The monitoring, which is very much important and needed from their side, that we expect from them. And
it is both
rest
sides,
everything, the inputs which are needed from their side, that will tell them over the period of time continuously that okay, this should be done from your side, this should be done from your side. That will be doing.
So when will the process for the next academic year start? For
That
the
is
new-
actually going on.
Okay.
Because our method is quite, you can say, very strict. So that's why we are not keeping a formal test day.
Okay.
People are coming, people are talking to our team, people are, some students who are from higher classes, they are writing exams also. But those who are from junior classes like 5th standard and all, for them the importance is not more on exams,
Correct.
knowledge, but more on values.
Correct. Correct.
So that way we are filtering and selecting students for the upcoming session, which is going to be next year.
Okay, that's nice. I think Yogendra ji, every time we have this conversation, I feel that I've had enough of you, but I think there is a lot that we explore and lot that comes from your side. One thing which is really interesting with your team is every time you come on this interview panel and mention certain things that you want to accomplish, maybe certain tweaking, certain pivoting that is required. And I think what is very important is embracing the newer technology or new things that have been happening here. I think everybody wants to move on in life. I think the journey for us and every student, and I consider myself as a student as well as Yogendra ji will agree that we all are students in life, is to be from good to best and best to excellent. I think somebody who has been doing this consistently for the last couple of years has to be Stellar as a brand. I think Stellar Academy has been giving the good opportunities that are required for us, our children, our kids, and raising the bar of competitive exam here as well. Yogendra ji, pleasure it was to have you, and having such an insight every time we speak, pleasure it was. Thank you very much.
Same here.